Okay, so let's head up here to the Chantry. There he is. Hey, Anders.
I saw Carl go inside a few minutes ago. No Templars so far.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I didn't see anyone suspicious out here. Let's do this fast.
All right. I'll handle the talking. You watch for Templars.
You got it. Excuse me.
When we find
Okay.
Carl, just let me talk to him.
Okay, no problem. Let's see. Oh, I see where he is on the mini-map. Let's check over here first. Just in case there's anything special here for this situation. Anything to loot here at night. Oh, there is. Pile of holy water. Holy water. There he is. Oh boy.
Anders, I know you too
Oh
well.
no.
I knew you would never give up.
He's tranquil.
What's wrong?
That's
Why are you talking like...
I was too rebellious, like
You
you.
can tell by the symbol on his
The
forehead.
Templars knew I had to be made an example of.
No!
How else will mages ever master themselves? You'll understand, Anders. As soon as the Templars teach you to control
Oh
yourself.
no, they're here. It was a trap.
This is the apostate.
Admiral Akbar, where were you? Anders? Whoa!
Never take another mage as you took him.
That voice. I think I recognize that voice, but it can't be. It can't be who I think it is. Go get him, boy. Didn't expect a mage to have a loyal Mabari, did ya? There we go.
You do get result.
Anders, what did you do? It's
What
like you brought a piece of the Fade into this world.
Is he
I
back
had already
to
forgotten
normal
what
somehow?
that feels like.
Wait a minute. But you're tranquil. How can you all of a sudden be back to normal?
I thought the Tranquil were cut off from the Fade forever.
When you're tranquil, you never think on your life before. But it's like the Fade itself is inside Anders, burning like a sun. Please, kill me before I forget again. I don't know how you brought it back, but it's fading.
Carl, no!
Is there no other way?
Maybe we can find a cure.
Can you cure a beheading? The dreams of tranquil mages are severed. There is nothing left of them to fix.
I would rather die a mage than live as a Templar puppet.
Wow. Wow, what a choice. And of course the perspective can be different depending on if you're wanting to roleplay this. You know, like I usually like to do with my characters in RPGs, especially BioWare RPGs. The fact that I am a mage myself, I can understand what he's saying when they're talking about taking away their emotions, their ability to even dream, and just all those things. We learned all, you know, about tranquils and tranquility in Origins. And I mean, is it better to live as a tranquil, or to and no longer be what you were, or to end itself, to end it? It's what he wants, Anders.
I would rather die than be tranquil. Help him.
Yeah, I think that's how
I got
my
here too
character
late.
feels about that.
I'm sorry, Carl. I'm so sorry.
Now, it's fading. Why do you look at me like that?
Goodbye. We should leave before more Templars come.
Now, I actually will say this, though. This issue about tranquils is actually touched upon in Inquisition in a very interesting way. So it does give you reason, yet another reason to play the game, as they do address this particular issue in Inquisition in a way that made my jaw drop.
So, let me guess.
Anyway.
This is the part where you tell me you're an abomination.
You're wrong. But not far wrong. This is hard to explain. When I was in Amaranthine, I met a spirit of justice who was trapped outside the Fade.
I remember Justice.
We became friends, and he recognized the injustice that mages in Thedas face every day.
Huh. A spirit of justice?
And that's different than a demon.
Yes.
Just as demons prey on the deadly sins of mankind, there are good spirits who embody our virtues. Spirits of compassion, fortitude, justice. They are the Maker's first children, and they have all but given up on us.
Yeah, Justice kind of touched on that in Awakening. He was like, yeah, we don't even understand you, or, we kind of, like, don't even want to bother, So, wow. So, is Justice in him? Is that what happened after Justice, was cut off from his connection to, what's his name? The Grey Warden whose body he inhabited in Awakening. Oh, Kristoff, that was his name. Remember in the epilogue, since he was defending the Vigil, during the battle, Darkspawn cut off his head, but of course, since he was a spirit, it was like, well, that pretty much just cut off his connection from that. So I assumed that when that happened, he must have just gone back to the Fade, but I guess not. I guess he somehow inhabited Anders now. So, are you saying what I think you're saying, Anders?
What does this have to do with your eyes glowing?
To live outside the Fade, he needed a host. I offered to help him. We were going to work together, bring justice to every child ever ripped away from his mother to be sent to the Circle. But I guess I had too much anger. Once he was inside me, he changed.
So let me get this straight.
So, you have this spirit of justice living in your head?
It's not like that. He's gone now. He's part of me. It's not like we can have a conversation. I feel his thoughts as my own.
Huh.
Not even the greatest scholar could tell you where I end and he begins.
That's interesting. So they're not necessarily like he can like, Anders, I think, I think this and this and this and this. And he's like, oh, will you be quiet, Justice? And, he can't have a conversation. They're like one and the same being now. It's very interesting. So he's a nice spirit?
That really didn't look like a happy, benevolent spirit from where I was standing.
No, he seemed a little more
The Templars
angry.
will think the same. We're friends with a monster.
Carver.
Since when is justice happy? Justice is righteous. Justice is hard. But my anger, when I see Templars now, things that have always outraged me, but I could never do anything about, he comes out. And he is no longer my friend, Justice. He is a force of vengeance, and he has no grasp of mercy.
Oh gosh, no. Let's investigate this. Are you able to control it?
Can you bring him out at will?
No. He comes only when I've lost all power over myself.
Huh.
It's a madness, a
Only when he's
frenzy.
lost all control.
I only find out after what I might have done.
Yikes. That'd be pretty bad, especially if he did a lot of damage. Is there any way to undo it?
Can justice ever be separated from you?
I don't think so. The only way a spirit has ever been separated from a living host is by its death. The curses of my own making. All I can do now is hope to control it.
I wasn't expecting that story.
Wow. Your problems make mine seem small.
Here. These are all the documents I have for this area. I can understand if you would rather me not join you personally. I cannot control my need for vengeance. I would ask no one to take on the danger of traveling with me. I will be here in my clinic if you need me.
Okay, so yeah, Anders can now be a party member. And for the time being, we are going to take out Aveline and put him in. It's not going to be a permanent, but it's just going to be temporarily. Partly because now we can level him up, although his attributes have already been leveled up, but pretty appropriately, I think. Now we can decide his abilities. And for Anders, just like he was in Awakening, he's primarily going to be a healer, because you can see Vengeance here. He can be a Panacea, and he can get, like, Group Heal, or 8 allies, I guess, and Regroup, or Revive. So he can do that. Also, there's Vengeance. He gains a measure of control over the spirit within. His attacks, he gets immune to conventional healing, extra damage, and damage resistance, minus 50. So yeah, it's pretty interesting for Anders, but he's already got heal, so let's go ahead and upgrade that and give him that. And then let's give him rock armor. Tactics. Pretty much, yeah, healer. So, yeah, he'll activate rock armor. And let's go ahead and also have him activate heroic aura. There we go. Alright, so now, for inventory, let's give him a new staff, Freedom's Promise. Put that other one in junk. And, okay, these ones here are specifically for him, so let's go ahead and give those to him. And then I can decide on what rings I want to give him later. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can talk to him.
I had a friend like you once. Got in all kinds of trouble. Dragged me along. Didn't think I'd be doing that again.
Are you talking about the warden?
I got a bit weighty the last time we talked. Sorry for putting that on you.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
You'd be surprised how people just tell me their darkest secrets. I must look trustworthy.
You look... something. True. Proud. Like even if you don't agree with me, you'll be honest.
Okay.
I hope I didn't seem too selfish when I told you about justice. I didn't know what would happen. I figured a willing host, a friend. It had to be better than playing the demon and haunting some corpse.
Okay. That doesn't make it better.
Still creepy.
Yeah.
Fine. What would you do? How would you try to stand against the Templars?
I didn't mean
You're
it in
lucky
a
they never found
mean
you.
way. I was trying to be funny.
Most of us. They hunt us down before we've even learned our letters. They tell your parents they'll be thrown in prison if they ever ask about you. Stripped of their rights in the eyes of the Maker. And if you run away,
Whoa!
they hunt you down. Again and again and again.
Hey, come on. In Awakening, you had a great sense of humor. You were going back and forth with Ogren, making jokes. You were hilarious. Now all of a sudden, when I'm making jokes myself, you're like all serious, like, hey, don't say that. Yeah, you're getting angry.
You're starting to glow again.
And since yours is the only head here and I don't want to rip it off, I should stop. Yes, sorry. Besides, we have so much to do before the deep roads. Next time, I'll try to keep to more pleasant topics.
Oh my gosh, 5 rivalry.
We have much to do.
I picked every sarcastic, witty joke dialogue choice there was, and that got me rivalry. Apparently Anders lost his sense of humor since Awakening. But hey, I get, since the fact that he has a spirit of vengeance in him, I guess maybe that would make sense. That he would lose his sense of humor in the process. Okay, let's see. Now next, I think what we'll do... Let's do bait and switch. Let's do that next. I mean, obviously there are numerous changes to the character of Anders since Awakening, and I mean, honestly, I think I actually like the Anders in Awakening more so than in this one. I like the voice in Awakening more so than the voice in this one. And, I don't know, the change in personality, I understand it, in the explanation they give there with how Anders explained it, I can understand the change, but I liked, being, I guess, just my own personal preference, since I do like witty, sarcastic characters, like Varric. Varric is very witty, very funny, very sarcastic, and like just like how Oghren was, although Oghren was a lot more dirty than Varric, although Varric can be dirty at times. But, I mean, Anders was going back and forth with him, that was hilarious, whereas Anders in this one, not so much, and it's just, for me, it just kind of takes away from his character, So I'm not too fond of the changes they made to Anders in this from how he was in Awakening. But that doesn't mean I don't hate his character at all, It's just one of those, like, my own personal preference. I kind of preferred how you were. Hello, Anso.
Are you Anso?
Ah! Sweet mother of Partha. You can't just run up on someone like that.
Why not?
Are you the human Fenris told me about? The one looking for work?
Expecting somebody else?
Did you think I was going to attack you?
Oh, no. All right. Hope not. Anyhow, my apologies, human. I haven't been on the surface very long.
Oh, an
I keep thinking I'll fall up into that sky any minute.
Bartrand used to be like that. Got jumpy every time he stepped outside.
I'd pay to see that.
But I digress. I need some help. Rather badly, in fact. Some product of mine has been misplaced.
Misplaced?
The men who were supposed to deliver it decided not to. If you retrieve my property, I could reward you handsomely.
What kind of property?
Just what did these men steal?
Did I say steal? I don't know if I would go that far.
Really?
They seemed like perfectly reasonable smugglers. They
oh yeah, sure.
smiled and everything. The goods are valuable, however, and illegal. And my client wants them very, very badly. You know how these Templars can be.
Templars? So it's lyrium.
You're smuggling lyrium to the Templars?
Of course he is. That's just bloody great.
Shh! By the Paragons, not so loudly. My word. I'm not cut out for this. I should have taken that job sweeping stables like Mother insisted.
Oh my goodness. I'll do it.
I'll get it back for you.
Must we?
Come
Oh,
on,
thank
Carver.
goodness. The gentlemen conduct their business at night in a little hovel within the alienage. If you have to kill them, then I guess it can't be avoided. But I'm sure they'll be reasonable.
Oh yeah, sure. Even more rivalry from Carver. Oh my gosh, unbelievable. Everything I do gets rivalry from him. When was the last time also that you heard the word smuggler and perfectly reasonable put together? I'm just saying. By the way, am I still level 6? Yes, I am. I guess I'm just kind of hoping to get to level 7 so I can equip that other stuff I have. Oh. Huh. There we go. Okay then. Sharp's highwaymen. Huh. Wow, look at this tree. You got this town here, and then all of a sudden you have this beautiful big tree here in the middle of this area. Huh. The Enigma of Kirkwall. Interesting. Short bow, stuff, junk I can sell. Abandoned house. Hello?
Watch where you step.
Picked up a... He sensed the trap. Good job, Varric. Oh, hello.
That's how we did it back in Ferelden!
Nice job, brother.
Line them up! I'll take them down! That was the beauty of a shot!
Okay, then.
Someone must have tipped them off.
Anso's goods are probably in that chest.
Let's take a look. And it's empty.
It's empty.
Waste of bloody time. Who put us up to this?
I guess we have no choice but to go back to Anso and tell him.
I guess so. It's like, so, Anso, guess what? About those goods you thought we were gonna find. Oh. Hello.
That's not the elf. Who is that?
Elf?
It doesn't matter.
What elf?
We were told to kill whoever enters the house.
Okay, then. Tevinter Hunters? What are hunters from Tevinter doing here?
Oh, this will be fun!
Get out of here, Falcon. Boom, 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 boom.
Our heroes! Of course we did.
Okay, then. Oh, more.
Well, you can!
They were just like, we're gonna ambush him. We got him. We got him,
I could
boss.
do this in my sleep! Bianca, you
There we
missed!
go.
That was beautiful!
You say Bianca thinks that was beautiful? Oh, Varric. You and Bianca. Okay, guess we'll just head back to Anso. Oh, hold on. What's going on here?
I don't know who you are, friend, but you made a serious mistake coming here. Lieutenant, I want everyone in the clearing, now!
Whoa! Oh, so much for the lieutenant.
Your men are dead, and your trap has failed. I suggest
Whoa.
running back to your master while you can.
Who's this guy?
You're going nowhere,
Look at his arms.
slave.
Whoa! Holy moly!
I am not a slave.
He put his hand through his chest. Whoa!
I apologize. When I asked
Oh, he's
Anso
an
to
elf.
provide a distraction for the hunters, I had no idea they'd be so numerous.
So is this the elf that they were looking for? She said that's not the elf. That was amazing. He all of a sudden his arms glowed and he just stuck his hand through. Wow. Said something and that guy called him a slave. Who is this guy and what's his story? So they were after you.
I take it these men were looking for you.
Correct. My name is Fenris.
Fenris.
These men were Imperial bounty hunters, seeking to recover a Magister's lost property, namely myself.
Really?
They were trying to lure me into the open. Crude as their methods were, I could not face them alone. Thankfully, Anso chose wisely.
Oh, so he told Anso to hire someone to distract these guys so he could take them out since they were looking for him. Because apparently he was, as Fenris just put it, a Magister's lost property. So I'm guessing that means he was a slave to this Tevinter Magister, and those bounty hunters were sent to bring him back. Huh. You're an escaped slave?
That seems like a lot of effort to find one slave.
It is.
But you're no ordinary slave, I take it.
Does this have something to do with those markings?
Yes. I imagine I must look strange to you.
A little bit.
I did not receive these markings by choice. Even so, they have served me well. Without them, I would still be a slave.
Huh. So then there's no job.
Everything Anso said was a lie then.
Great.
Not everything. Your employer was simply not who you believed.
Oh. Why face them at all, then?
If you couldn't fight them, why not just run?
There comes a time when you must stop running, when you turn and face the tiger.
Huh. Now it all makes sense.
Anso's job did seem a little too easy.
Perhaps the deception was unnecessary. If so, I'm sorry. I've become too accustomed to hiding.
Huh.
If I may ask, what was in the chest? The one they kept in the house?
Nothing.
It was empty.
I suppose it was too much to hope for. Even so,
What did
I
you
had
think
to
was-
know.
What did you think was in it?
You're expecting something else?
I was, but I shouldn't have. It was bait, nothing more.
So is that it?
All that for an empty chest.
No, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
It's as I thought. My former master accompanied them to the city.
He's here?
I know you have questions, but I must confront him before he flees. I will need your help.
Confront him?
It sounds like you intend to do more than just talk.
Denarius wants to strip the flesh from my bones, and has sent so many hunters that I've lost count. And before that, he kept me on a leash like a Kunari mage, a personal
Whoa.
pet to mock Kunari custom.
Huh.
Ouch.
Ouch.
So, yes, I intend to do more than just talk.
Ooh. But you tricked me.
You lured me into a trap, and now you want my help.
If Anso had told you to divert an ambush of Tevinter bounty hunters, would you have done it?
That's not the point.
It should have been my decision.
Had I known of you earlier, I might have asked you personally. I had only Anso to rely on, I fear. I'm not lying to you now. Please, help me do this.
Alright, lead the way.
Looks like it's going to be a long night.
I will find a way to repay you. I swear it. The Magister is staying at a mansion in Hightown. Meet me there as soon as you can. We must enter before morning.
Alright. Okay, well that was a bit of that was a bait and switch. We went from thinking, oh yeah, we're gonna, help out this guy, this dwarf, and so, help him get this shipment of lyrium. Oh, hold on. Hold on, I gotta take care of some bandits. There we go. Okay then. So before I was so rudely interrupted, we went from trying to see if we can help out this guy Anso with his shipment of lyrium for Templars, to all of a sudden we're helping an elf who escaped a Tevinter Magister because he was being used as a slave, and we're going to help defend him from his old master. Huh. There you go, brother. go. Sharp little pin... little pinpricks. Directions to the sharp space. We've got a new base, and you lot best keep the law away. Directions to Lowtown sneak below, but don't come unless you've got good news, or you'll get an answer square between the eyes. Ignacio Strand. Okay, so apparently we have taken out enough of these guys that we have now found the location of their base. That we can apparently just eliminate this gang from terrorizing people in this area of town. Okay. Hovel. Well, may as well go there before we go help out Fenris. Go ahead and quickly take care of this. Hello! There we go, use Mind Blast on him. Yeah. Oh.
This will be fun!
Oh, okay. Finish this last guy off. Alright, we did it. This little band of bandits is done. No more Sharp's highwaymen. Made this dirty city a little cleaner. One group of robbers and bandits at a time.
Good job in there.
Oh.
In fact, get rid of any other groups like that, and I'll be at the Hanged Man with some toys as reward. Courtesy of some interested friends.
Okay.
I never meet anyone normal.
Okay then. That was odd. Well, apparently she knew we were clearing them out and is offering a reward if we clear out more of them. And Hawk's right. I never meet anybody just normal. Everyone I meet is odd in one way or another. Okay, so when we come back, we will head to Hightown to help help Fenris take care of his old master Denarius to try and wait. How did I know that was his name? To try and stop him from taking him back. Stay tuned.